All right, guys, well, we have been at our wonderful campsite here at Kodachrome State Park in Cannonville, Utah. This is our last morning here. We're actually packing up and we are heading out to our next wonderful camp.
I'm really excited about that, but I'm sad to leave. This is one of my favorite camps of all time ever.
It is, absolutely.
I think it's in my top 5 for sure.
Abby loves this place.
I do.
She always references Kodachrome, and I know that she loved coming here, and we were really excited. This was one of the highlights of our trip that when we had planned it for this year, and we're really thankful that we got to come back and see it.
Well, once I knew that my parents were gonna come meet us, I was like, I have to show them this place. They're gonna love it, and they did.
So far they've loved everywhere
we've
been, but we still have a few more stops that they're tagging along with us.
Yep.
And we know that they're gonna love those too.
Do they keep getting better? I think maybe, but
before we get too deep into this video here, this clip, we haven't really taken any video here at the camp because we've already got a couple from last year's trip here at Kodachrome. So if you haven't seen those, go back to last year's big haul playlist and check that out. We got one showing the campground. We did the hikes over there, but I did want to do just a quick little walk around now so you guys can see what our campsite looks like. And then we want to kind of just do a wrap up of everything that we've done here at the Kodachrome area and Bryce Canyon National Park.
We thought we had booked a different campsite, but we ended up booking the same campsite that we had.
I can't remember what happened, but I thought we had the next site right over there.
I think we wanted to get it and maybe it wasn't available or something, so
I just remember now that when I got back on the website to book it, this one that we're at, which is number 9, was available again.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's show you what our campsite looks like right here. It's actually a big site. The only negative about it is that it's a one-way through here, although a lot of people don't follow that rule. So when you pull in, your door's facing out by the road and facing your neighbor over there, which has been my only pet peeve of this.
I agree. But when we're sitting at our table, our view is awesome.
Exactly. So our chairs and our tables there. So we have this beautiful view behind us. And this is all of our campsite right here.
Yep.
This area here. So we have a nice roomy area with a picnic table, fire ring, and in the afternoon we have shade from that tree there.
Yeah.
But let's give you another view over here. It really is pretty. This is the Basin campground, and you can see the mountain goes all the way around us here. It is gorgeous. I mean, look at the color up here. Such a beautiful place. So there's, by the way, this is this campground that we're at is dry, no hookups. The area just down the road there that your parents are in are electric and water, but they ended up being full hookup.
Full hookup.
We didn't know that it was a full hookup.
No, I didn't realize it, but
so it was kind of a surprise. It didn't say that on the website.
Yeah.
But they're down there on the electric. Our Kodiak has, again, been doing really great.
Yes.
Our solar is working great. Our lithium battery, the gas, everything is working really great.
Yeah.
We kind of have our system, I think, pretty well figured out.
Yep. I took my rice cooker down to my mom's place yesterday for our dinner. But
since they were hooked into power, it's just a short little minute walk down there. So she just used their electric down there.
Yep.
But this is, again, this is a really great site. There's all kind of sites all through here. You can see it's full of trees. Some of the sites are smaller, some of them are bigger. So this is another one of those campgrounds that you're going to have to do a little research to figure out which ones your rig will fit in. But they do list the total length when you go on the website and look at it. So that's how you kind of gauge that. Like that one right there is a short park area. So that one's really good for car camping, tent camping, which is what this is a third person that's come in there car camping. Yep.
This is a really transient park. And by the way, it is right outside of Bryce Canyon.
Yep.
So National Park.
From here, from our campsite to the gate is 30 minutes.
Yep.
And when you're driving down through the park to leave, you'll actually see Bryce Canyon to the west there. You can see the whole thing. And when we were there at Bryce Canyon, you could I was able to figure out where Kodachrome was from a distance.
And I don't know if you know the name of it, but we had breakfast burritos at the gas station in Tropic.
Route 12 Grill.
Really good.
That's at the
gas. And it was like this big.
They're huge.
They're huge.
It's the Sinclair gas station, and they have the grill in there.
Yeah.
And the burritos, I swear they use a dozen eggs in one burrito.
Yep.
We ordered 2, and we're like, we should have just split one.
Yep.
But anyway, this is this has been great. This has been a beautiful place to come and visit. And we took a day. The second day we were here, we went with your parents. I drove, and we took them into Bryce Canyon National Park. That was their first time there. And we had a really chill, relaxing day.
Oh, it was so nice.
Yeah, it really was good. So
what a beautiful place that is.
There's going to be a video on that.
Yeah, there will be. Yeah.
But why don't we set our camera up and go ahead and do our little wrap up that we wanted to talk about everything.
Let's do it.
And finish this out, because we got to finish packing, and we're going to be heading out of here
to our next awesome
another
spot.
Hour or so. Yep, to the next spot.
Can we, before you hook that up, can you show them the rock that's here?
Sure. Yep. There it is right there. That's the famous rock that's here in the campground.
I can't even remember the actual name of it. I think you guys probably know what it is that I call it, but
things that look like things is what you say.
Things that look like things.
Yeah,
that's
it's
right.
funny. You know, this is the second time, so I go out there when we get in, I get a picture of our camper, and it looks like that. It's sitting right on top of it.
Yeah, yeah. I will say that in this campground, the sites with the best views are the dry. You know, it's not like they're not good views otherwise, but they're a little bit more interior or along the road. So just be aware of that in this campground, the non-hookup sites really have the better views.
Yeah, we think those are going to be the best experience versus the hookup sites.
Yeah. But again, hookups are great if you're into that or need that. No judgment.
It's been a great last few days. Yeah. Our previous camp was Coral Pink Sand Dunes.
Loved
and it was a fairly short drive. It was like less than 2 hours from Coral Pink to Kodachrome.
Yep.
And we had a good time because we stopped at Red Canyon Visitor Center on Utah Route 12, which is as soon as you turn off of 89 onto Route 12, I think it was only like 7 miles.
Yep.
And you can turn into the Visitor Center there. Visitor Center is closed right now. It's not open for the season yet. It's about to be. But they have a picnic area, and it's beautiful in there. We stopped there and had a picnic.
Yep. They have a Smokey the Bear statue. I mean, obviously, as soon as I saw it, I was squealing, and I had to have pictures, and we took a bunch.
Yeah,
so.
We had some great photos there at Smokey and had a great lunch. And then just down from that, like another mile, is where the arches that go over Route 12 that you get to drive through. So we were able to stop there with your parents. There was just enough room for us to be able to pull in there. And they got to see it. We got a couple of pictures, had a good time doing that. And then came on down here to Kodachrome.
Yeah.
And then got up the next day. We had a really nice day in Bryce Canyon.
Yep.
Her parents loved it. You know, there's a lot of really great overlooks there at Bryce. So you don't have to go there and worry about having to hike these major trails. You can go there, and they have a lot of pull-offs that you can stop at that are accessible.
Yep.
And you can see all of the great views out there.
Yeah.
It was really wonderful. It was perfect weather.
We will definitely be going back to do more of the hiking, but this trip that wasn't what we were going to do. And but you were right. You said it was so relaxing. Mm-hmm. I was just like, this is awesome.
Yeah, it really was. So, I think we hit it at a good time.
We did.
It wasn't overcrowded because that park.
We got there
busy
early. Yep, and it does.
Yeah, it's a busy park in the summer, I believe. They have the bus system there, so you can take the buses in. Down to the main amphitheater area.
And if you are in your camper and you don't have a car, there is a parking lot right outside of the entrance to Bryce that you can park there. There's plenty of parking there for campers, and then the shuttle picks you up right there. So that's a nice way of doing it, because the visitor center gets full right away.
Yeah.
So the parking is definitely limited at that place.
Mm-hmm. So there was that bus station. And for the people that don't have their pass, that's where you can purchase your pass to get in for the day. And you can just get on the shuttle, and it takes you right in, take it to whatever bus stops you want, and get off. And so it's usually busier up in that amphitheater area. It wasn't bad, but it started getting more busy throughout the day. So it's always advisable to try to get in early as you can to just try to avoid some of the overcrowding that can happen in there.
And what's the Mossy Cave hike? We also did that last time we were here, so that was awesome. So get that one in if you can. That's a very cool hike. Yeah,
Mossy Cave, and that's a popular one too, because that's along Route 12 in the area that you don't have to pay to go into the park. So a lot of people pull in there.
They do have RV parking there, but
it's a little tight, but there was room.
Yeah, there was.
We could have pulled in there.
Yeah.
Yep. So that was a wonderful trip.
Yeah.
You know, that was our second time being at Bryce.
Yep.
And I know we've got video on that
Yeah.
on the channel from our previous visit there. Next time we come back to this area, I want to go camp there at Red Canyon.
Agreed.
They have
Agreed.
a campground there.
It wasn't open. So again, it's not open for the
It's
season.
a seasonal thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Route 12.
yeah, Route 12
Ugh.
is awesome. We have mentioned that to several people. We've met a lot of really cool folks in the campgrounds, even on this trip right here.
Yep.
And you can tell a lot of people kind of have the same ideas for places that they want to go, but they're not really familiar with it yet because they haven't been. And we'll tell them like Route 12, anything along
Yeah.
Route 12, everything from Highway 89 on the
Yeah.
west end all the way to Torrey, Utah on the east end.
Incredible.
That entire drive and everything in between, which is what we're on,
Yeah.
is incredible.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about that.
Yeah.
We are leaving here and we're headed just down the road about another hour to Abby's favorite place in Utah.
Escalante. I love it so much.
Yep. It's a charming, small little town. They have a wonderful state park there, which is where we're going. That's where we're going to be staying for
Cannot
several
wait
nights.
to I mean, we got a site on the water.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the site that we wanted to get. So that site is what we started with
Yeah.
when we started our
Yep.
bookings for this whole trip.
Yep.
Because you have to find an availability
Yep.
or find availability for a site. We got it, and then we booked everything behind that
That's right.
leading up to the whenever we were leaving our trip.
Yep. We still haven't gotten Goblin. We try every time
We
to
tried.
get Goblin Valley. Nothing. We'll get it eventually.
Amazes
Eventually.
me
yeah.
how busy Goblin Valley
Yeah.
is because we tried both years. We've tried to get into Goblin Valley. Now you can boondock. They have some dispersed
Yes.
outside of the park.
Yes.
We didn't want that. We wanted to be in the park
Yeah.
and camp right there by the formation. So
Yeah.
we just didn't do it.
Yeah. That's okay.
So I think this trip,
Next time.
we're going to do another repeat. We're going to take Utah Route 95 south to Blanding and then south to Bluff and down there to the Goosenecks area. So that's where we're headed after.
My favorite of all time camp,
Yeah.
Goosenecks.
It's really wonderful down there.
Yeah.
And that's what I was talking about when we're talking to other camping folks in the campgrounds and they'll say, yeah, we're gonna go up to Goosenecks, and then we'll mention, well, you have the Valley of the Gods, you have the Moki Dugway, you have Monument Valley.
Twin Rocks Cafe.
Yeah.
This poor lady, we talked to them for like 2 hours, but I had a sheet of paper and I was like writing all this out, and she sent me a note on Instagram saying that they went to Twin Rocks Cafe and that the blue corn pancakes were incredible, and I was like, you have to go there. So she loved it and I can't wait to go.
So make sure if you guys are in the Bluff area, Goosenecks area,
Blanding, exactly.
go to Twin Rocks Cafe and tell them Abom Adventure sent you.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
We're going to take Abby back there again. She's
Yes.
really excited to see that.
Yes.
And then we'll go spend a few days down in the Goosenecks State Park again because that was such an epic
Yeah.
part of our trip. Again, we've got videos on all this stuff from last year if you guys want to go check that out.
But I think my parents are coming with us though. They were going to go do Colorado, but I think maybe they might go with us to Goosenecks. And I want to sit out on the rim at night, look at the stars. I'm really excited about that.
Yep. Goosenecks is one of those that, I mean, you can go off an adventure for sure, especially like
There's
Monument
lots to do.
Valley.
Yeah.
But for us, it's like we want to go there and we want to park our camper,
Yeah.
and you're looking out at the canyon and just vibe.
Yeah.
Cook some barbecue,
Yep.
vibe, stay up late and look at the night sky because it is a dark sky park,
It is.
and we love it there. So
Yeah.
we're going to do a repeat on that, and
Definitely.
we're really excited.
Yes. Let's do a fire still
Yeah, I would love to.
early, and then we
Yeah.
can put it out, and then we can do the
Yep,
stars.
Absolutely.
Well, we're rambling, so
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time for us to pack up. I love this place. Oh, they do have laundry facilities here.
Mm-hmm.
There's not very many, but they do have them. We did that today when we got in.
Yeah.
And there are lots of hikes at this park and a couple of drives.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, this place is great.
But I think a lot of people probably come here and then go over to Bryce Canyon.
Of course.
But it's not just Bryce Canyon. There's a lot of great stuff
Yeah.
all the way around this area that you can go and do.
Yeah.
And the little town of Tropic is super charming.
Yeah, it
There's all
is.
kind of like hotels and cabins there, and there's a couple RV parks there. It's a very clean, tidy little town, and it's just charming.
It is.
you
And
know?
there is a place that has the geodomes, which we want to try sometime, but we don't know where those are exactly, but look that up if you're interested in that.
Yeah.
But there are lots of cabins. And again, I think it's for the summertime. I know that,
Yeah.
that this place is not busy right now. Bryce Canyon's busy, but not summer busy.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, you ready to get packed up? We're ready for our next camp. We're going to have the camera. We're going to be there a few nights, and we'll get some video of that. We'll probably plan a couple excursions.
We
Maybe
got
go
to
on-
get a new hike in. That's,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was going to say, we want to take a new drive and a new hike
Yep.
when we're at Escalante.
I think I have selected the hike.
All right.
I've been researching it, so
Yeah.
I think I've selected. But I want to talk in Escalante when you go. The ranger there at the station or at the
to
the visitor center. Oh, just say what hike should I take, and he knows everything and all of them. I look forward to talking to him every time we're there.
Oh, they're super knowledgeable.
Yeah.
They can tell you everything you need to know about the hikes. You know, how much time you have and what they will recommend and how extreme they might be or easy they might be.
I don't know what it is about Escalante. It is like I just was meant to be there. I don't know how to explain it any other way, but it's just
It's just
it is like
wonderful.
it's so simple. It's such a small town. There's not a lot there.
And you
It's
know,
just,
I always think about how the first time we went there, because this will be our third time. The first time we went there because we just saw it on the map. We were going to go to Zion, but because that particular time Zion was nuts with people trying to get in there, and they had timed entry and all that stuff. And we
We were
were
like,
like, well,
no.
and we saw on the map Escalante along Route 12. So we did that drive and went to Escalante, and we fell in love
And
with
my
it.
head exploded. I just absolutely loved it. It's Escalante. That is a state. Is it a
State park.
State park. It's as beautiful as all of these other national parks.
Yeah.
It's just not as popular. No, it's not right. I just don't think people know.
I think it's just a lesser known
so
place.
Great. So many hikes.
So y'all keep that secret to yourself. Don't let too many people know.
I have chills. I can't wait to get there. I'm so excited.
Well, let's
I'm a
get
nerd
going.
for
We
Escalante.
got to get the grill packed up, and we're just about ready. And we're going to get on out of here and head to our next camp.
Yep.
And we hope you enjoyed the video.
Come stay here at Kodachrome. It's
Oh
so
yeah,
great.
yeah. Come here and check this place out. Stay a couple nights and enjoy it.
Oh, you didn't talk about the bathhouse. You have to talk about the bathhouse really quick.
All right, really quick. The bathhouse here and the showers is the best shower of any campground I have ever been to. It doesn't matter if it's a national park, state park, RV campground.
So far, yeah.
So far from what I've been in, that is the best shower. So you can come to these places like this. Like Kodachrome's a great example because you can come here and dry camp, preserve your water on your camper, and use the shower house.
Yep.
And it's such a great shower.
Heavenly. It gets so hot. It's a rain shower. I don't think
Yeah.
I have to even say anything else.
It's really nice.
Rain shower.
So
It's awesome.
It's one of my favorite things about coming here.
Yeah.
And Escalante, where we're headed, the area that we're camping is a newly developed camp loop with all new facilities, and they have shower houses there too. So
You might have to
plan
give that a try.
I plan on using that there.
All right.
Let's get going.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget, you can follow us on Instagram.
Yep.
Abom Adventures. Abby's always posting our adventures, over there. And we hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next adventure. Again, it looks like it's pointing up a little bit. I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, I'm messing it up. Let's
And cut.
And cut.
And it's recording. Hold on. Well,
Wow.
that's not how that was supposed to go.
No, this is exactly what happens in videos.
In like real life, whenever I try to do something.
No one else shows things like that. It's always perfect. But
Well-
in cooking, nothing's perfect.
Well, there's certainly nothing that I do is perfect with cooking. Let's take out these little seeds. My hands are buttery. Well, I need you guys to stand right here, and I'll go and get a picture of you through the.
Yeah.